everyone, my name is Sara Habibi and we will be learning about identities from the trigonometry unit. There are three types of identities, the first of which is reciprocal identities, second is quotient identities, and the third is Pythagorean identities. I won't take too much of your time verbally explaining each of these identities, but instead I'll point them out to you while we're doing a few examples, so please stay tuned. For our first example, our question will be cosecant x minus cotan x equals sine x minus sine x cos x all over sine squared x. So we're going to do the most difficult side first. So for our first step, we are going to change the reciprocal identities into 1 over sine x minus 1 over tan x. Cosecant is the same as 1 over sine x, and cotangent is the same as 1 over tan x. For our second line, we are going to change the 1 over tan x since tan x is a quotient identity. So this could be the same as 1 divided by sine x over cos x. Cos x. When this is simplified, this turns into 1 sine x minus cos x sine x. So the final answer for this side, 1 minus sine cos x over sine x. For our right side, we first want to simplify. So we want to factor out the sine x. So it would give us sine x multiplied by 1 minus cos x. And for the bottom part, I just like to write down both of them separately so it's easier to see the square. Here it's easier to simplify as well. So now this simplifies to 1 minus cos x all over sine x. So as you see here, left side equals right side. So for our second example, the question is sine 4x minus cos 4x equals 2 sine squared x minus 1. We are going to solve the left side first since it's the most difficult in this question. So over here, I would like to factor out sine squared x minus cos squared x, all multiplied by sine squared x plus cos squared x. Over here, I basically just simplified these two out because this is also known as the difference of squares. Over here, I would like to point out that sine squared x plus cos squared x is a Pythagorean identity. So this would just be sine squared x minus cos squared x by 1. Because sine squared x plus cos squared x equals 1, following the Pythagorean identity. So after this step, I would like to use another Pythagorean identity and change the cos squared x to 1 minus sine squared x. Because in this case, the right side has a sine squared x in it. And I would like to end the question in sine squared x, so I wouldn't need to change this into anything else. So this would equal to sine squared x minus 1 minus sine squared x. So once this is all multiplied out, it would be sine squared x minus 1 plus sine squared x, which is also 2 sine squared x minus 1. So the right side is also 2 sine squared x minus 1. So in this case, left side equals right side. So this concludes my lesson for trigonometry identities. Thank you for watching.